Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jev, and welcome back to some Fortnite. This video will be a little funky in comparison to my usual Fortnite videos. As you guys know, my Fortnite videos have always been on PC, but as a request, and even sometimes suggestions, with me struggling over on PC, a lot of people suggest that I go over to console, just because I am an avid console player, playing a lot of things on console, and the majority of my channel is on console throughout all of the games. Obviously, we've got some PC games here and there, but it's mainly, you know, console. A lot of people were suggesting, like, hey man, maybe it would be better at Fortnite if you were to play on console. And obviously, you know, being somebody that plays Fortnite, I read like all these patch notes and I read all these posts and stuff and how people are replying and receiving things and what people are asking for and all this shit. And a common complaint over here on console is talking about building. Right now I have the Combat Pro layout. I'm not sure if that is the most optimal layout that they give you, but on console you can't customize, like you can't change your key bindings and stuff like that. You just have to pick, you know, whatever layouts that they have. Console just recently got updated to 60 FPS, so this game, a lot of people were saying since the update, feels like a completely new game on console. So I figured I'm gonna try it out. Am I gonna stick on console over PC? No, I put way too much time into PC at this point to try to actually get used to it. Go and switch over to console now. I did get a common complaint about my last Fortnite video over on PC. After the update, the shadows seem to be a little bit darker on this game, and you can even notice it over here on console. The game is a little bit darker as far as its contrast goes. I mean, don't run now, little guy. Not gonna lie though, getting used to these controls, it's weird as fuck. I do definitely, even though I'm not a console player on Fortnite anyway, I get to share generally like the same frustrations as other players. Whenever you switch from either console to PC or PC to console, it's pretty easy to just be like, yeah, well, that sucks. And then you just go back to, you know, whatever it is that you usually play and just be like, oh, well, I guess I'll have to deal with it. But console button layouts have always kind of been an issue since you can't customize anything. So I would say the biggest difference so far between console and PC is that people tend to play differently. There is a common assumption that PC players are better than console players, or console players have it easier and blah blah blah. But I mean, honestly, it's pretty frustrating playing with these controls, I'm gonna be honest. And I have seen people actually build pretty well on console. Like, I've seen some clips of it and they make it work, but they shouldn't have to make it work, you know what I mean? It just should be something where it just feels smooth. And this, it feels funny to me. I don't know. In order to bring out your pickaxe, you have to hit triangle. You have to. You can't scroll down, and whenever you do scroll down, you have to hit L1, R1 the entire time. So if you have your AR out right here and you want to get to something that's all the way down your bar, like the sniper rifle, you have to click it that many times. You have to either hit L1 once to make it all the way to the end, and if that's not even on the end, you have to hit it twice, or you hit R1 to make it all the way down. You also have to hit up on the D-pad in order to bring this up, not the pause. Everything is just faster on PC. Then you hit circle. Okay, that's really weird. So you hit circle to bring out this, and then you have to scroll through all of the pieces. That is, yeah, that guy plays console. That's just so, yeah, it's just so hard to build. It is so difficult to switch from one to the other. I mean, obviously, you can definitely get used to it, but for me, that is just so weird. One of the other differences that I notice is that on console, this is usually a common thing on console, to have aim assist, as opposed to PC. Aim assist is not auto aim, it just helps you aim because, you know, you're using this weird, clumsy stick. People definitely don't build nearly as much on here. That was just so awkward. Weirdly enough, I mean, maybe it's my sensitivity or something, but I just feel like I'm actually somehow a better shot on PC at this point, which is actually surprising to me because I thought I would be much better on console since I'm much more used to this than I am on a mouse and keyboard. But I mean, hey, maybe, just maybe, I'm actually learning. I don't know. A lot of people argue that PC players actually do have it easier aiming because it's easier to be accurate with a mouse, but everything takes a lot getting used to. Like, as somebody that went from console to PC, if you look back, like, I'm awful. I'm still bad at it. And coming over from PC onto something like a controller is really awkward too. Switching from one to the other is difficult, man. I could have swore there was supposed to be a chest over here. Probably fucking dead. Why do I always get a pistol? I'm not geared enough to fight these freaks. I can't do it. So weird feeling. I will say the aim assist is actually pretty strong though. Let's take the time to switch this shit around. Oh, this is so difficult. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all right. I can hardly edit on PC shit. I mean, barely build, but just know that any comments that I make during this video, this is not a whole console versus PC thing. Measuring which one is better, at least, that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just trying to feel the difference between the two. And just because I prefer one over the other doesn't mean anything. I don't know why I'm farming all of this when I just can't build. I mean, I ask myself that same question on PC too whenever I'm playing, so I feel like I have determined turn my sensitivity up. It feels like really slow. It feels pretty slow. Either I'm just missing it because I'm just awkward, or I just run into less people. But then again, I mean, I don't run into that many people anyway, which is probably a good thing because I would die most likely. Okay, he's making his way across. Now, if we just build up and take some shots at him. Oh, he actually built. What the fuck? Oh, we're fucking dead. Holy shit. I mean, then again, it's really difficult for me to tell which people are on console and which people are on PC, like what they're playing on. But this guy, I mean, he kind of built like it was on PC. I don't fucking know, dude. I am much worse at this than I anticipated, and I'm actually pretty upset. Let me try turning up my sensitivity, looking at a couple settings. All right, fuck it. You know what? Let's just go to tilted on console. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's end the video off with tilted. The video is probably going to be 5 whole minutes long because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't keep playing this. There's no way. It's already frustrating to know how awful you are to begin with. Then I go into console thinking that I might actually be better than I am on PC. Simply because I'm used to a controller. It's just not the case. I can't. We're just gonna go into the castle. I fucking hate this building. Why can't I shoot? Why am I holding nothing?